Um, Johnny Ray, welcome to Let's Talk Motorsport, and congratulations on 5 in a row. Your record setter. It's unbelievable. Did it take a while all this to sink in?
Yeah, cheers, Braxton. Thanks for having me on. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, really. I think, especially how last season started and then how it ended was completely different. I think after 4 or 5 races, we never expected the outcome to win by more than 100 points.
Well, I was going to say that. You went in there. At one stage you were 61 points down.
Yeah.
Did you ever, the team? I know you're not a doubter, but you would have been thinking, what are we going to do to stop this bloke?
Well, yeah, not that you doubt yourself, but there's obviously the reality sets in. Like, how can you beat him? Because he didn't really seem to have a chink in his armour until he started crashing, and then it was a case of he started throwing it away, some mistakes in the mid-season, and then the last part of the year was awesome because we dominated. I felt really legit the strongest guy, and it's always nice when you can arrive to the end of the season and win the championship before the last round because it takes the pressure off.
2 rounds to spare.
So yeah, we went to Argentina and Qatar and had a great time. So it's kind of, because we won a little bit early, we got celebrations out of the way. It was kind of bizarre celebration. I won in France. My team, they left the next day, and I went to Ibiza for my brother's stag party. So my championship became all about my brother's getting married. So it kind of got put in the shelf a little bit. So it was really nice to go to all the off-season awards, especially the FIM awards, surrounded by all the other MX and road race and enduro champions. And then it kind of feels real. It really feels real because you're in a room full of super talented people, and that was really cool.
So when did you feel that you had it? Like the momentum, the pendulum is starting to swing your way after those 11 races when you...
It's hard. I think, after Laguna he crashed twice, and then he didn't ride the last race. And I think then I realised it could really be on. We can realistically think about it. I went to Portugal and I think I dropped 5 points on him. I actually came away with more points. I had 2 wins and a second. So at that stage it was more about the maths. It's strange what goes through a racer's head because you start thinking about, okay, what's the lowest possible outcome I can get from now to the end of the season and still win? But that wasn't in my brain. It was kind of, I want to go and win races, and which was nice because I didn't want to think on the defensive. I wanted to go out and do the best I could. And then France, going into that race 2 in France.
Yeah.
When he went down behind Toprak, that wasn't on the cards. I never considered the point situation going into that race, what it would take for me to win the championship. And we were having a tough weekend that weekend. I was really struggling for a punch out of that hairpin, and Toprak was on it. He beat me hands down, and in the Superpole race, I gave him a gift in race 1 by just rolling off that bit too much in the last lap. But for race 2, getting it done was mad because not expecting it, to get in that pit board signal, and then all the aftermath was unbelievable.
So speaking of Toprak, are you glad he's not a teammate this year?
No, I really like Toprak. He's a super talented guy. He's one of them guys. There's a lot of guys that aren't very accountable in Superbike when they're on other machines. Toprak's been in a private team and makes it work. He grafts hard. His talent level is super high, and there's a side of me that when he first joined Superbike, I was part of helping him. I took him out and towed him around. Even last year, we would have spoke really openly and shared data and whatnot. So it's a bit sad that I'm not part of his learning curve anymore because he's the next guy.
Some of his performances last year were jaw dropping.
Yeah, and he's one of them guys that it's not a matter of if, it's when he's going to win a world championship. And so going to Yamaha, it's strange because I seen his career with Kawasaki. They supported him through the support class and Superstock, and then in Superbike with the Pachetti team. And they done awesome. To show that an independent team could actually legit challenge factory teams and win was nice. But it's a different way, and I still wish him well. He's one of them guys, when you get beat hands down, you got beat by a better guy, and I think I'll be able to stand back probably when I've finished racing and be really happy for him.
So, well, now that take me on another link now with the Finnish racing. Have you put a time frame on it, being 33 years old, or you still got that same hunger as you had all those years ago?
Yeah, I started thinking about a time frame, years ago, and I thought now would be the time. But to be honest, I just love riding. I love the atmosphere inside the box. I love working with the people I'm working with, and when I'm competitive, there's no other feeling. I don't get that feeling anywhere else in life, and I'm lucky to have Tarsh and the boys support me. I mean, we sacrifice a lot, but it gives us a lot. We have a great life traveling around, and we're here in sunny Australia when it's pissing down at home. The boys were at the beach yesterday, and it's cool. Whilst it's easy, I think, and we don't, I don't know, of course we're going to face difficult moments, and there might be a time, but I feel like I'm just real hell-bent on winning, and I'm not done yet.